Hello, Master Julie Kiene here again. I'm here with you today with another one of our martial arts masters, Todd Doyle.
Hello.
Hi, Todd, what would you like to tell them about yourself?
I would like to tell them that I have really appreciated working with Master Graham for almost 30 years now. He has been like a father to me, and he has been able to guide me through all the years that I've been training with him, and taught me literally from the get-go about being mindful about yourself. When you're an instructor, you have to get out of yourself. You know, and that was a hard thing for me to do at the beginning, because I was a very selfish person in the very beginning, and he had to teach me how to get out of yourself and be there for the student, not for yourself. And I had to learn that my gratification for teaching comes from giving of myself, not from taking.
That is a difficult concept often for many people. Now, also, you are also a drug and alcohol counselor?
Yes, I've been a drug and alcohol therapist.
Yes.
And we're talking about mindfulness. And in the area of drug and alcohol, it can be very basic, and it can also be very tricky too, because when you're dealing with the concept of behaviorism, you're dealing with stimulus and response.
Right.
And so you have, when a person drinks alcohol, a lot of their addiction depends on the environment they're in. So if they're in a bar, or they're in in their house by themselves, or maybe out with friends or whatever, those environments imprint upon that person a type of trigger for them.
Okay.
So when they go back to that bar, they think about that alcohol that they have, and because the alcohol makes an impact on them mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. So
the addict has to be mindful
of
his possible triggers, very mindful of his environment. Okay, so
so the mindfulness, what we do in therapy is we try to get the addict to a point of self-awareness of, here are my triggers, here's what causes me to think about the alcohol, and to think about where I want to get that next drink, and then identify what's in your environment, because a lot of what has to do with addiction has to do with environment, and it can be smells, it can be sights, it can be sounds, it can be feelings, it can be music, you know, and so you have to really pare down for them and get them to a point of realization that if I want to be sober, I've got to be mindful of where I am and where my feelings are at the same time. So you're dealing with a rational mind on one hand, and the emotional mind on the other hand, and you're trying to marry those two together.
Now you can apply that to the martial arts as well.
Yes, you can.
In a sparring match, you come in rational, and you get hit a few times, and all of a sudden you're like, uh-oh, and you get emotional, and you lose a little bit there. So,
And so you want to get the happy medium, to be wise in a sparring match. You're going, okay, this is what I need to do to not get hit, and this is what I need to do to counter. So
so you can
very much so.
Well, good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.